Good morning, class 9th. As we are discussing chapter number 3 in civics, today we reached at the module of making of Indian Constitution. During the time of Indian freedom struggle, from several administrative changes introduced by Britishers, first Parliamentary reform that was introduced in 1909. In these reforms, they divided the Indian structure into two parts. One that was ruled by Britishers and second was princely states. Dual government. It was continued in Montagu-Chelmsford reform in 1919. They also declared that these ruling formation is appropriate for Indians. Now, Indian people decide that we have to draft our own constitution. There are several reasons behind it. For example, that in 1919 Rowlatt Act was passed. Justice Rowlatt came to India and passed two proposals that the people can arrest without any legal procedure, without any warrant, and their property can be seized. These were known as the Black Bills. Against that, Mahatma Gandhi launched Rowlatt Satyagraha. Then the non-cooperation movement. During the non-cooperation movement, this demand was raised by the leaders of the Congress and other people that we required our own rule, own government, independent government, or the government from the Indian people. Legislature is there, republic government is there. So, for that purpose, 9 people's committee was created by the Congress in 1928 under the leadership of Motilal Nehru, father of Jawaharlal Nehru, well-known barrister, and 8 other prominent leaders of the Congress draft the Constitution of India. This is known as popularly known as Nehru Report. This is popularly known as Nehru Report. Now, the key features of this Nehru report was power sharing, as USA adopted the idea of Montesquieu's book Spirit of Law, where they divided the power among the executive, legislative and judicial. So power sharing was that there should be no state religion. It means secularism. We believed in secularism. At the time of Nehru report, from that time till date of framing of Indian Constitution, we believed in secularism. Then federal structure of the government means two-house formation, 2 and more levels of the government. It was introduced in 1928's Nehru report. It was submitted on 28 August 1928. Then creation of Supreme Court. At that time, only 4 courts were there. But they required the Supreme Court, highest authority, 3 level of court structure: District Court, State Court, and Supreme Court. District Court, known as Local Court; State Court, High Court; and Central Supreme Court. Then also we find out one more thing, that is judicial review. Okay, and fundamental rights. A brief talk about the fundamental rights. So these were the key features of Motilal Nehru's report, and these we find out in our constitution. The making of the constitution is a hazardous task for the country like India, where we are having more than 1628 local languages, more than 6 religions, different people, mixed color, mixed cultured people. As in South Africa, they were having 2 or 4 color people. But in India, we are having several people, several religions, several traditions, several lifestyle. So in that situation, in India, we face major problem, but our constitution makers create a path That's why they worked for 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. Constituent Assembly was elected and they work nicely. That's why in India still we are united, we are republic, we believed in our constitution. So drafting the constitution was really a hazardous task, although critics say that it is the work of cutting and pasting. But we adopted the all good things from world's constitution. Okay, so this was the Nehru report. Again, I am revising that in 1909, first time parliamentary reform was introduced. In 1919, Montagu-Chelmsford reform was introduced. With these two official order from the government bills, after that in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 leaders of the Congress draft the Constitution of India. These were the 4 to 5 major features. First, power sharing. Second, secularism. Third, federal government. Fourth, creation of Supreme Court. And fifth, fundamental rights. Now, this is the key feature of the Nehru report.